you ever felt.
Are you listening? Damn.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be updating everybody on my post-op gastric bypass journey. As of today, I am 17 months post-op, almost 18 months post-op. I had my surgery July 5th of 2022. My surgery weight was, I'm looking down because I took notes. My surgery weight was 243. My current weight is 135. My goal weight was 165. So that means that I surpassed my goal weight by 30 pounds. And I lost a total of 108 pounds. To me, I think for my body frame, I thought that 135 was too small, but the more time I spend at that weight, the more time I'm getting used to being that small, because I've never been small before. So seeing myself small was I wasn't used to it. So I was thinking that I was too small. Now I do have some do's and don'ts for your post-op journey, but let me say this is a disclaimer. Everybody's journey is not the same. Everybody's journey is not the same. So you cannot gauge your weight loss on somebody else's weight loss. You cannot gauge your healing, your everything that you're experiencing. You can't gauge that by what somebody else told you that they experienced, because it's not going to ever be the same. Because you already know whatever you experience in life, that's how you feel. Like, say for instance, when you're sick, you don't have the same symptoms as somebody else. When you sick, you don't get over your cold or your flu or whatever the same way somebody else does. So that's the same way it is with this. You cannot gauge your recovery or your healing journey on somebody else's healing journey. You can ask questions. I'm not sure why that you wouldn't ask your doctor the questions that you're asking somebody else, but you can ask questions, yes. You know, they have these little Facebook groups that you can go in. They're actually supposed to be for support, but I think that they really kind of throwing shade, and really, so I really don't go on them. I mean, I may read a couple of comments about certain things, but I don't go on them like I used to, because the things that they're saying are not fair to everybody. And I don't like to hear when people give out medical advice and you're really not a medical professional, and you're giving people advice, and the advice that you're giving is wrong. The stuff that you're saying to them is wrong. So I don't like that. I don't like to see people, I don't like to hear people say things and I know that they're wrong, and then if you say something to them about them being wrong, they want to argue. I'm not going to argue with somebody. I'm not going to go back and forth and argue with somebody. So I just don't do those. But that's just me. That's just what I do. If you want to go on a Facebook group, and you can do that. I'm just saying. The foamies. Okay, when I had foamies, I only experienced foamies, I think maybe the first week of my recovery. I mean, my healing journey, my recovery. I didn't experience those. What foamies are or foamies, or say like that you gonna throw up. Like we all grown here. I mean, this is why you looking at this video, because you want to hear what you do in a recovery. It's like when you throw, it's the foam that comes up. That's what foamies are. And you can get foamies for several different reasons: eating too much, drinking too much. And when I say drinking, I don't mean alcohol drinking. I mean like juice, water, whatever it is you're drinking. Too much of that can cause you to have foamies. And like I said, foamies is just when you throw up, the foam. That's the foamies. Dumping syndrome. Dumping syndrome is different for everybody. But what dumping syndrome is when you eat certain things that don't agree with your stomach. And when you eat certain things, you can eat too much of something, of a certain thing, or whatever it is you eating can give you a feeling of that you want to throw up, or you have hot flashes, or you have to go to, I mean, you might have it might give you the runs, or whatever it is. That's what dumping syndrome is. Now, I had one experience with dumping syndrome in the beginning, and I never did anything else that was going to put me in that same position. I was not going to do it. The way that I felt when I had a dumping syndrome experience, I was not going to ever do that again. The dumping syndrome experience I had was when I was still on the when I was going into the soft food stage, when I was leaving the liquid diet stage. I ate some French onion soup. And I did not know that when you ate French onion soup that you were supposed to dilute it. It's a thinner soup. I did not know that. I ate it, and I ate it how it came. I went to HEB, and HEB sells soups, and I didn't want like the potato soup or the broccoli soup or whatever. I didn't want those because I was tired of eating broccoli soup. I was tired of eating potato soup. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna eat this French onion soup. This I know this is gonna be good. I ate the soup. And when I ate the soup, I think that let me tell you, I started eating at 2:00. By 2:20, no, by 2:05, I felt like I was about to die. I had to throw up. And I had only taken like 2 spoons of soup. I felt like I had to throw up. I stayed in the bathroom, hovered over the toilet, because I just knew that I was going to throw up, and I couldn't. I came and lay back in the bed. Then I felt like I had to throw up again. Went back to the bathroom, hovered over the toilet, still didn't throw up. Lay back down. And when I say I lay back down, I was in the fetal position. I am so glad that my children were home. I had to call my son and tell him to come and get my dog, because I could not even take care of her, because she saw me. She saw me, she saw how I was looking. She saw how I wasn't feeling right. She saw this, and I guess she sensed this, and she wanted to cuddle with me. I didn't even want to cuddle with her. I had to call my son, please come get her. Please come get her, and close my door so she won't come back in here. That's how I felt after having dumping syndrome. Never wanted to do it again. Then, I guess I thought I was grown. I'm grown. I can do what I want to do now. I was let me say, okay, I'm 17 months post-op now. I think I was like 15 months post-op then. I ate some ice cream. Yeah, I thought I was grown. I ate some ice cream. When I tell you that ice cream, I had to make myself throw up because how that ice cream sat on my stomach. It sat there. It just, I mean, you know what? I already can't eat ice cream. I'm already lactose intolerant, or partially lactose intolerant. I already can't eat ice cream, so I figured, well, yeah, I can eat this. It's only a couple of spoons full of ice cream. I'm good. No, couldn't eat the ice cream either. I couldn't lay down. I felt like I'd throw up. Couldn't do it. I sat in the bathroom for about 15 minutes. Nothing happened. I had to make myself throw up so I could feel better. Make myself throw up. Ice cream, I cannot do, ever. That ice cream is still sitting in my freezer right now. I'm not gonna ever touch it. I'm not gonna ever touch it. And I took it out of the main freezer and put it in the deep freezer so I wouldn't even look at it. And I will throw it out whenever I think about it. When I go to I don't ever think about it when I go to the deep freezer, but I will eventually throw it away. Constipation. I never had constipation, and let me say this: the reason why I never had constipation, in my opinion, is because I always drank prune juice in the beginning. I always drank prune juice. I always ate grapes. I always ate cherries. Bing cherries is one of my favorite fruits, hands down. I don't care how much they cost. I'm gonna buy myself some cherries. So I ate cherries all the time. I ate I ate fruit in general. So I ate watermelon all the time. I ate cherries all the time. I ate raisins all the time. I ate grapes all the time. And like I said, I drank prune juice. And the reason why I chose prune juice is because I remember when we were little, that's what my grandmother used to always do. She used to always make us drink prune juice. And what she would do, sometimes she would warm the prune juice up and have us drink the prune juice warm. And I know that works. So that's what I stuck with. Because I wasn't going to be having to take my Lancer for the rest of my life, or having to take something that's gonna make me go to the bathroom. I wasn't gonna do that. So that's why I never had constipation issues, because I drank water like I was supposed to. I did everything that I was supposed to do in order not to be constipated. So that's why I never had that issue. My recovery time, I still consider myself in recovery because I still can't do things. I do have days that I can eat more than others, but I still have days where I can only eat 2 spoonfuls of something and I'm done. Like for instance, in the mornings, I know I drink some iced coffee every morning. Sometimes I'll add some fruit to that. I'll drink iced coffee and eat some fruit. But by the time I drink the iced coffee and it's time for lunch, I'm not really that hungry, but I still eat lunch. And if I eat a hamburger, I can only eat half. Or if I eat a whole hamburger, it can only be a hamburger. I can't add nothing else to it, like fries or whatever. I can't do that. Or I could eat, if I eat chicken, it'll have to be like some boneless thigh or flats. I like flats. Or sometimes I may eat the little drum. It just depends. But I still cannot eat that much. But then when it comes to dinner time, I can only eat 2 or 3 bites of whatever. If I eat a whole lunch, dinner is gonna be something like the size of an appetizer. Or if I eat a small lunch, then my dinner is gonna be a little bit bigger. But the time between lunch and dinner, I'm still not hungry, so I still don't eat that much. That's why I lost as much weight as I did, because I didn't eat as much as people try to eat. I'm not forcing myself to eat, because it seems like that if you do see, I had a gastric bypass, so that means that they had to build a pouch that sits on top of my stomach, and my small intestine is connected to the pouch, and that bypasses my stomach and goes into my large intestine. Okay, so if that pouch is full, and from what my doctor said, my pouch is like the size of a golf ball. And if that golf ball is full, that means that whatever I'm eating is going to stay like here, and it's going to go down my esophagus, but it's not going to go all the way into my stomach, because my stomach is already full, and I have to wait until that starts to digest to go down into and bypass my, and like that. So it's extremely hard to do. So when I say that even this late in my recovery, I still cannot eat that much. Now I can eat what I want to. I can still eat like hamburgers, fries. I can eat that kind of stuff. Pizza. If I eat pizza, the pizza has to be thin crust pizza. And it has to. I guess I could eat it like in slices. I guess I could, but it has to be thin crust. If the regular crust or rising crust or whatever, I can't do that. It has to be a thin crust pizza. But like I said, I can eat what I want to, but I can't eat certain things. Like I said, I can eat gumbo, I can eat shrimp scampi, I can eat spaghetti, I can eat that, but it's just that with pasta, I can't eat that much, because pasta is filling. If I eat something that has rice is filling, so I can't eat that much. If potatoes are filling, so I can't eat that much. So that's what I'm saying. Like if I eat a hamburger or whatever, if I eat fries, I might like 1 or 2 fries. I can't incorporate hamburgers and fries like I used to, or chicken and fries like I used to. I just can't. I don't eat the same. Food stages. Now, my recommendation for your food stages is for you to go by what your doctor said. Food stages. Yes, I recommend that you go by what your doctor said when it comes to food stages. I know when you're in a hospital, I think you have a clear liquid diet is in the hospital, and the clear liquid means clear liquids. I mean, like water, that kind of thing. Clear liquids. When you get out of the hospital, this is how mine was. I'm not certain about anybody else's, but this is how my diet went. When I was in the hospital, I was on a clear liquid diet. But that only lasted while I was in the hospital, which was only a day, because I had surgery one day and went home the next day. When I got home, I was on an all liquid diet, which means I can anything that was liquid, and I stayed on that for like 2 weeks. Once I got off the clear liquid diet, then I got on the salt foods diet, and I stayed on the salt food diet for like 2 weeks. And then I went to a puree diet. because the soft food and the puree can be the same thing, but my doctor, I guess he's older, he didn't see it that way. Then I went to the puree diet, and my puree diet lasted like about 4 weeks. And then after that 4 weeks was up, then I went to a solid food diet, and I have been on that ever since. I haven't had a problem. I haven't had a problem with anything. Every time I go to the doctor, I have to take whatever the test is that a leak test. I have to do a leak test every time I go to the doctor, and everything has been thumbs up, which is great. But like I said, I would stick to the diet that your doctor gives to you when you're going through this journey. I highly recommend that you go by the diet that he gave to you, because if you stray from that diet, to me, like I said, these are my opinions. These are nobody else's opinions. In my opinion, I feel that if you don't go by what he said, because like I have heard that some people, as soon as they get out of the hospital, the first thing they want to know is when can they drink. Soon as they get out of the hospital, first thing they want to know is when can they eat a steak. Soon as they get out of the hospital, the first thing they want to do, they want to know when can I go to Taco Bell, when can I go to McDonald's. These are the first questions that they are asking. Those are the reasons why people overeat after surgery. You know, you keep hearing people say that they heard that people gain weight after surgery. It's possible for you to gain a lot of weight, but you may not be the same size you were when you started, but you will gain some weight back, and that's because you're doing things like drinking, because your body does not process sugar like it used to. So drinking is a huge factor when it comes to gaining weight. When you go back to eating processed foods are kind of a no-no when it comes to your weight loss journey. But your gastric bypass or your bariatric surgery it's just a tool to help you. It's not the one and done kind of thing that people think it is. It's a tool to help you with your weight loss, but it's not the end all be all. You don't need to eat like you used to eat, drink like you used to drink. You can't do those things anymore. Your lifestyle now is totally different than it was before you had surgery. You may be the same person, but your lifestyle is different. And when I say your lifestyle is different, I mean how you move is different. Your weight loss is different. The way your body feels is different. If you notice, your audience is going to be different. The people who used to look at you, not going to be the people who wouldn't look at you at first. Now they looking at you. People who didn't say anything to you, now they say something to you. But you still do have to watch out for people who have these backhanded comments about the way that you look. Because I have had people who tell me that I look nice, or I look good, or I look good since losing weight, but the comment was backhanded. I don't like backhanded comments. That's why it took me a long time to even tell anybody that I had surgery. But now it really doesn't make a difference to me that I'm telling you that, because I'm at the weight that I want to be at. And if you don't like me at the weight that I am now, then you can kick rocks. If you don't want to be a part of my circle because I have lost weight, you can kick rocks, because this is the new me. This is who I am. And if you don't like me the way that I am now, then I'm sorry. I don't know what you want me to say. But now this is not for everybody. I didn't exercise. I did not exercise. The only thing that I did was walked. And I do have to do it every day because I have a dog, so I have to take her outside every day. So I do some walking because I have to take her outside. But that's it. I don't exercise. I do not exercise. I haven't exercised. Before I had surgery, I had let me say this first. I did not have my surgery for the weight loss. I had my surgery for other reasons. I had my surgery because I had excruciating back pain. And when I say excruciating, I mean like I'm about to cry because the pain medication was not working for me. I was just, okay, I wasn't sleeping well, none of that. And then on top of that, I live in Texas. So we had what they call the Texas freeze. And when we had the Texas freeze, okay, you know, everybody's lights, well, in Houston, everybody's lights was off. This particular day, my lights was off. So the neighborhood that I lived in, it was dark. And when I say dark, I mean dark. And at the time, my dog, she was a puppy. She was still a puppy to me. She had never seen snow before, ever. And we here in Houston, we are the people who take pictures of snow. That's how much snow we see, that we got to take pictures of it when it comes. Anyway, I had to take her outside. Mind you, now it's colder in my house than it is outside. Okay, so I take her outside to go to the bathroom. So as soon as I open up the door, she sees white. Because first of all, it was kind of like dusk, so it was still light outside, but it was about to be dark. So you could still see just a little bit, because the snow, most of the snow had melted, but you could still see snow like on the tree, on the leaves and stuff like that. Anyway, and then my porch was it was a sheet of ice on my porch. So when I open up the door to take her outside, she shoots outside because she sees snow. So when she shoots outside, first of all, her paws touch the ground, and immediately she trying to stop because her paws touch the ground. So she immediately tries to stop. So when she tries to stop, she slides. So when she slides, she brings me along with her. So I'm trying to not slide and hold on to her at the same time. And when I'm holding on to her, I'm sliding. She goes one way, but my knee go the other way. And that tore my MCL and my meniscus. So here I am at home. I can't call 911. I can't call because they wouldn't have considered that an emergency. Especially because lights being off and all that, they wouldn't have considered that an emergency. So I didn't even call 911. And like I said, lights is off, so I couldn't call my doctor. I couldn't do any of that. So my lights came on like the next day. So since it was the weekend, I didn't worry about anything. I just said, you know what, I'm gonna lay here, put some heat on it, and I'm gonna be good. But as the days went on, my knees started getting worse. So I had to end up going to the emergency room. They took an x-ray on my knee, which I knew that they weren't gonna find a broken bone because I knew that my knee what was broken. I mean, I knew it wasn't anything gonna be broken. So they gave me some medication and told me to follow up with my doctor. Okay, my lights were back on, but the lights at my doctor's office weren't back on yet. So nobody was in the office. So I had to end up calling a I had to end up calling a orthopedist on my own. So once I called the orthopedist told me that I got MRI and all that. So he told me that I tore my meniscus and I tore my MCL. So I had to go to therapy, and I had to do 2 bouts of therapy. And the therapy consisted of for them doing work on my back and my knee. I was good for maybe a month, and then it went back to hurting both. So my doctor said to me that, okay, why don't you look into bariatric surgery? And I said, okay. I knew about bariatric surgery, but I never really looked into it because I just never did. But anyway, I looked into it and I made a decision. I said, yes, this is what I'm going to do. If this is going to help me alleviate this back pain and alleviate this knee pain, because they were talking knee surgery, I ain't with that. They were talking back surgery, I ain't with that. When I tell you knee surgery, knee and back, no. I couldn't do. I mean, I could do surgery on anything else, but my knee and my back, I can't do it. Anyway, so that was the purpose in me getting the surgery, was to alleviate the pain in my back and to alleviate the pain in my knee because of me being heavy. So I thought that was gonna work, but after I guess all the initial trauma from the surgery, because all surgeries cause trauma on your body. Once everything adjusted to what it was supposed to adjust to, then I went back to having back problems and knee problems. So I still have the same problems they don't hurt as much as they did before surgery, but I'm still having the same problems. I'm still having back pain, can barely sleep. I'm still having knee pain to where I have to wear a sleeve on my knee all day, every day. Now the only thing I can say is my sleep apnea has improved tremendously, because I had I had insomnia, and I had insomnia so bad that I would have to take a sleep aid every single night. It was like part of my medicine regimen that I was taking. I mean, because I have to take medicine every night, so my sleep aid was part of that medicine. I was taking it every single night. And if I would have back pain, I would take Tylenol PM, would have to go with my medicine every single night. Every night. And now I don't have insomnia. I still do have nights that I go to sleep and then I wake up and can't go back to sleep. I still have those every now and then, but I don't have them every night. And my sleep is better. I have not slept on my back. I have not slept on my stomach in so long. I don't even feel comfortable like that. I have not slept on my stomach since I was a child. And I don't even feel comfortable sleeping on my stomach now. I'm a side sleeper. I sleep on my side. Or I sleep on my backside. I mean, not backside, but I'm sleeping on my side, but kind of on my back. That's how I sleep. And right now, you can tell that I'm laying in the bed because my back is, I'm having back problems. My back is not right with me. So, but anyway, that was the purpose of I said that to say that was the purpose of my surgery. It was not for the weight loss. The weight loss was a bonus for me. The weight loss surgery was to alleviate the pain of my knee, my back, and to help me with my insomnia. Okay, it has helped me with my blood pressure. It has helped me with my cholesterol. I still do take those medications. Now the cholesterol is like a blood test kind of. You have to. Now I've taken a blood test for my blood test. It's like that don't even sound right. I've had my blood taken for my doctor to see about me getting off of my cholesterol medication. She did tell me that my numbers have changed drastically since I had the surgery. They have changed, but she has to do another blood draw on me to actually see if I can get off them completely. But my blood pressure medication, I still take it, and my anxiety medication, I still take it. And I still take my blood pressure medication because I have been diagnosed with PTSD. So my PTSD, which and when I have anxiety attacks, or if I'm anxious about something, that makes my blood pressure rise. So in essence, I have to keep taking it because my anxiety feeds into me having to keep taking my blood pressure medication. Okay, when you're having the surgery and you're in recovery or your healing journey, don't gauge your healing on somebody else's healing. Do not gauge your journey on somebody else's journey. People heal different. I mean, I know this sounds cliche, but everybody is different. Everybody copes with pain different. Everybody's threshold for pain is different. So how you gauge your pain is gonna be different. Because, for instance, and like I said, I only use myself for example. I don't use anybody else for example. I use myself. When I got out from having surgery, when I woke up, I didn't have pain. I was not in pain. Now, I did feel the gas pain. I mean, I did feel the gas, but I didn't have like these sharp pains that everybody keeps saying they happen. I did my walking, and I didn't want no help when I walked. I walked on my own. I didn't want them to help me. I wanted to do it on my own. So I'm not saying that all my gas left the same day. I'm just saying that I didn't have the pain that other people are having. Some people said that they couldn't hold down water. I didn't throw up when I drank water. But my doctor would only let me drink 1 ounce. I think maybe like the day after surgery. I mean the day of surgery. Once I woke up from after having surgery, because I didn't wake up in recovery. I didn't wake up until I got into my room. So once I got into my room and they started me to drinking, I would only drink 1 ounce of water. And then they would see how that 1 ounce of water did with me. And then the next time I would drink like another ounce of water. They saw how that did with me. And then after so long, then it went to 2 ounces of water. And if I could hold that down, no problem, then I had to drink another 2 ounces of water. If I could hold that down, no problem. But in between all of that, I was eating ice chips. Ice chips, ice chips, ice chips. That's what I ate. That's all I did that the whole time. And I was so addicted to the ice chips by the time I got out of the hospital that I even went to Sonic and was buying ice from Sonic buying bags of ice from Sonic instead of eating the ice from home. That's the kind of ice they have at the hospital, so that's the kind of ice I was eating. But anyway, I didn't have pains like everybody else is saying. The stuff that everybody said they went through, I didn't do any of that. The stuff they said they was going through at home, I ain't go through none of that. I didn't have like gas pains like that. I ain't do that. Gas pains are bad enough for me to take Gas X and all that kind of stuff. I didn't do that. I ain't had it. I mean, I don't know, but I did a few times. I did feel lightheaded. I did feel lightheaded a couple of times, and that was because after I had surgery, I didn't have anybody at home with me. So when I would take like my dog out, I would have to take her out on my own. I had nobody to do that for me. So when I went outside, it was like this. It was like the sun was like shining directly on me, and I guess maybe the sun drained the little energy I did have out of me. I guess that was it. I don't know, because sometimes as soon as I walked in the house, I would have to go sit down. I would have to go sit down as soon as I walked in the house, because it felt like that I was about to pass out. But that was the only thing that really happened with me. I didn't go through anything else. And let me see. We talked about the support groups. Okay, the support groups are good, and the support groups are just that. They are supposed to be there to support you. I know a lot of people like to ask questions like, so and so happened. What do I do about this? These are armchair doctors. These are armchair nurses. Why would you take advice from somebody who does not even know you? And when I say advice, I mean medical advice. Something that you're going to do to your body. Why would you take that advice from somebody who does not even know you? Some women who have had this surgery haven't even seen their surgeon since they had surgery. Some of these women and men, but mostly women who have had this surgery, don't even have aftercare. Some of these women have chosen not to go and see their surgeons after surgery. Now, my doctor, if I have any trouble that has anything to do with my stomach, she won't even see me for that. Just like my surgeon, if I have anything going on with me other than my stomach, he's not gonna see me for that. I got to go to my doctor for that. So I'm not even sure why you would leave your health and welfare up to somebody who does not even know you. And then the advice that they are giving you, how do you even know that it is intentional? It's for you. How do you know that it's for you? How do you know that they're not just saying stuff? How do you know they even went through anything to give you this advice? I'm just saying. I'm not preaching. I'm just saying. But if you want to take advice from somebody who doesn't know you and doesn't know what you're going through, that's up to you. But my specific surgery was, I had a gastric bypass with a hiatal hernia repair and gallbladder removal. So I had a hernia repair that I did not know I had, and I had my gallbladder removed. And they found out that I had a hernia when I had my endoscopy done. And I had my gallbladder removed because I did have some acid reflux problems back in maybe in the early 2000s. Early 2000s. We gonna say that early 2000s. I had problems with acid reflux, but when I changed my diet, once I changed my diet from a tomato-based diet, then I did. When I say tomato-based diet, I mean spaghetti and lasagna. When I didn't eat those things, my acid reflux cleared up. But I also learned, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I had a hernia that I did not know that I had. I got that repaired, and I had my gallbladder removed. And my gallbladder, I did, like I said, I did have acid reflux problems. But then when I changed my diet from a tomato-based diet, and when I say tomato-based, I mean like spaghetti and lasagna, things of that nature. when I stopped, I stopped eating those, but then I like those things. So I figured that if I didn't eat those things as late, because I've always been a person that I've always eat my dinner by 7 o'clock. I've always done that. But if I eat it, if I'm eating lasagna or if I'm eating spaghetti, if I eat that way earlier in the day, then I'm good. But that's the reason. And when I had the discussion with my surgeon, he was telling me that most times that people who have gastric bypasses or any kind of bariatric surgery, sometimes they do have gallbladder issues. And I told him that if I needed to have my gallbladder removed, please remove it, because I don't want to have this surgery and then have to turn around and have to come back and have another surgery. Once this surgery is done, I'm not doing this again. Okay, so that's why I had the gallbladder removed, because I asked him to. Make sure that you stay hydrated. Hydrated. Please make sure that you stay hydrated. Please make sure you drink water. Please. I have heard so many people say that they have had to be hospitalized because of dehydration. This surgery, it makes you already get dehydrated from not drinking the water you're supposed to drink if you've never had the surgery. But once you've had this surgery, you are to consume so much water a day. This ain't no if, ands, or buts about it. I don't care. You can't drink soda, because you can't drink soda. Now, I don't know about nobody else but me. Even those little mini cans of soda, I can't even get through a whole one of those. I can't drink. So my Topo Chico, I can't drink my Topo Chico no more. I can't drink my Perrier anymore. I can't do none of that no more because it's carbonated and I can't do it. I like to drink strawberry water. I can't even drink that no more. So I like drinking tea. That's the only thing I can really consume is just tea, because I can't drink soda. Well, I can drink soda, but not like I used to. The further along that I get in my post-op, then I can do that. I can drink soda, but before I can't drink it. I can't drink the soda. I can't drink soda. So water is where it's at for me. Water is where it's at for me. Limit your alcohol intake if you just have to drink some alcohol. But shots, no. Please do not take shots. Please don't. I recently went to a baby shower and they had specialty drinks. And one of the specialty drinks was called a mimosa. And when I had to tell the bartender, don't fill my glass up. He filled it up halfway with orange juice, and the rest, halfway with orange juice, halfway with champagne, and the rest with orange juice. I had to sip it first. Now that I'm able to do, because I know with a mimosa, usually it's more champagne in it than that, because I have gotten tipsy off of two of them. But that I was able to consume. I was able to do the mimosa. Wine, if you're gonna drink some wine, very little. Beer, I'm not a beer drinker, so I couldn't tell you, but I wouldn't do one would probably should be your limit. One. Shots, I wouldn't do shots if I were you, because first of all, like I said previously, your body does not process sugar like it used to, and alcohol is nothing but sugar. Once it gets into your system, because it's not like it's going through it's not like it's going through your body like it usually. It's going like straight to your bloodstream, and you don't want that, because you take a shot and you can blow whatever the number is to be a DUI. You can do that, or you can just drink like the mimosa that I had, that little bit of champagne and all that juice, and I still could have got DUI from that, because if I would have had to blow, it probably would have blew whatever the number is that it says that you a DUI. So like I said, I wouldn't do it especially if you are alone. If you by yourself, I wouldn't do no drinking. I wouldn't do any drinking by myself, because nowadays, because if something happens, say that you pass out or something like that, because you can pass out from just one cocktail. If you take a shot, you probably will pass out, because you drinking that shot so fast, it's going straight to your bloodstream. It's not even going nowhere. It's going straight to your bloodstream. So yeah, if I were you, in this day and time, I would not drink by myself, because before somebody helps you, you're gonna be blasted all over Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and TikTok and all these different places first, before they even call somebody to help you. So I wouldn't do it if I were you. Drinking is very dangerous. I wouldn't do it. And I've been post-op for 17 months, almost 18 months. And I have only consumed alcohol twice. I've consumed alcohol. Now, when it comes to like smoking hookah and smoking marijuana, I'm not sure how that works. I know for me, I think when I was like 6 months post-op, I tried to smoke some hookah, and it didn't work out for me. I felt sick of the stomach. I felt sick to my stomach after I smoked. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not going to try it again, because I like smoking hookah. But then it didn't work for me. Like I said, I tried the smoking on the weed. I haven't tried it. I haven't tried it afterwards. So I don't know how it would work for me, but I don't know. It is what it is. Now, I have had edibles. I didn't like the way they tasted before, and the way they taste afterwards was even worse. So I didn't even like it, because when you have the surgery, your taste buds change tremendously. Your taste buds change. There are things that you didn't like that you like, and there are things that you love to eat that you don't like no more. There are things that are way too sweet that you can't even eat them or drink them. It's like that. So the edibles, I can't do them, because I don't like that gelatin taste that's in it. But I can tell you that I ate one edible, and usually it takes an edible. I would have to take 2 edibles, because one edible it would take over an hour for me to even feel anything from that one edible. This time I took an edible, I think in less than 30 minutes. I was so high, I didn't even know. I didn't know what I was doing. And I definitely didn't like the way that felt, because I was talking way too much. And then when I was talking, I don't remember what I was talking about. I don't like doing it. Okay. Now, as far as sugary things are concerned, yes, I do eat them. At first, I didn't. Now, with me being by myself, now me fixing like a banana pudding or some peach cobbler or something like that, I wouldn't do, because I wouldn't do, because I'm here by myself, and I can do like eat 1 or 2 bites or something, and I'm not gonna want it anymore, or it's gonna take me a long time to eat it, and by the time I decided I want to go eat it again, it maybe have mildewed or whatever. So if I'm gonna eat something like that, I have to get one from somebody else that did it. Or as soon as I make it, I got the freezer or something like that. Because I don't like sugar like that, but I do eat snacks. I do buy snacks, and I do eat snacks. Because I snack on something every night before I go to bed. I mean, I still have a sweet tooth. I still have that. I mean, ain't nothing changed about that. I still have a sweet tooth, but I just don't eat as many sweets as I used to. Like that. I mean, like, it's surgery. It changed your lifestyle. I don't know what to say. Let me see. Ever since surgery, it's still too. Like I was saying, the zero sugar drinks and some of that stuff is still too sweet. Like protein shakes, I can't even drink a protein shake. Protein shakes are way too sweet for me. They way too sweet for me. Coffee, when I drink coffee, I don't even have to put no sugar in it because it's too sweet. Once I put cream in it, that's enough. That is enough for me. That's enough sugar. I don't have to add nothing else to it. Just a touch of cream and I'm good. I don't even have to put as much cream as I used to have to put in my coffee. Like I said, with tea, I like to drink Gold Peak tea. Gold Peak has a it's the diet tea, but it also says no sugar on it. It tastes sweet to me, but but that's what I drink. I either drink if the store that I go to has the diet tea, I drink it. But if not, I have to drink like the regular sweet tea. But it's not too sweet. It's really not too sweet. But anything else, I can't drink anything else. Like Kool-Aid, I'm scared to make some Kool-Aid because I know Kool-Aid, you need a lot of sugar for that. I'm scared to drink Kool-Aid. Because it might put me into a dumping syndrome, so I don't wanna make Kool-Aid. So I haven't drank any Kool-Aid. Those little drink packets, I still do use those every now and then, but not as much, because what I stopped doing was I stopped drinking those 16-ounce waters, and I just drink the little 8-ounce bottles of water because I waste those, because this is me. If I drink it, like say that I have one by my bedside at night, if I don't drink it all that night, I'm not going to open it up the next day and drink it. I'm not going to put it in the refrigerator. And so that means that once I start drinking on it, I have to finish it then, because if I put it down, I'm not going to come back to drink it. So, and let me say this a little bit. I'm not sure how everybody feels about this, but going out to dinner, to me, that's a waste of money, because I don't eat the same as I used to. So anywhere I go, I would have to eat from the kids' menu, because the portions that they give you are way too big, and I would have to end up bringing that home. So if I'm out somewhere and we go to eat, I have to bring my food home. If I'm not going straight home, then that's some food that's going to be wasted, because it's going to either have to sit in the car or wherever. And these past few months in Houston, with these triple digit degrees, no, your food is not going to last in no car. So no, that's a waste of money, because for some reason I noticed, and I guess because I never really paid attention before now, on these kids menus now, the stuff they have on there is crazy. The food that they have on the kids menu, really. Okay, that's just my opinion. Let me put a disclaimer on that too. Kids menus, you know, me, I have always been a person, I would rather fix my own food. That's just me. I may DoorDash if I feel like that I want some Popeye's chicken instead of some of my own fried chicken. I may do that. I may DoorDash if I may door. I mean, it just depends on. It just depends. Because where I'm living at now, I think I've DoorDashed here once. Since I have had my surgery, the only fast food that I have eaten is Frenchies when I lived in 3rd Ward. I think I have been to Popeyes, and I have been to Chick-fil-A, and I have been to Whataburger. Oh, I've been to Taco Bell, which was a mistake, 100%. Not because of the food taste, it's because of the way that it made me feel after I ate it. Yeah, won't be doing that again. The next time I want a taco, it's gonna be at my own house. It's not gonna be at Taco Bell. Taco Bell. I've heard people saying they have gotten sick after eating Taco Bell. Taco Bell had never made me sick. But the time that I did go to Taco Bell, after me having surgery, it was a mistake. Won't ever do that again. But that was my experience with bariatric surgery. Like I said again, I had a gastric bypass with hernia repair and gallbladder removal. And next month in October 5th to be exact, I will be 18 months post-op. And I feel great. I have energy that I didn't have before I had surgery. A lot of things have changed. I'm sure that I have to go and get my aligners for my teeth. I have to go get those redone because my mouth has shifted. I can't even put my night guard in my mouth. I cannot even put my night guard in my mouth anymore. So I know that I have to go through that aligner process all over again. My eyes, I need to go and get my eyes checked because my vision is different. I can still see without my glasses on, but I cannot read without my glasses on. It's just I've had little subtle changes, but overall, this was the best decision I have ever made. The pros and cons. The pros are how I feel. The pros to me are what I got out of it, what I experienced afterwards, how it has helped me, how it has helped my health. Those were the pros for me. The cons, I didn't have any. The cons I did, but the one thing that I do, this surgery that I do regret, and this is not let me tell y'all something. This is not a buyer's remorse surgery. I've heard a lot of people have buyer's remorse once they got this. This is not that. If you think that if you intend to have bariatric surgery, or you want to have bariatric surgery, research this surgery before you even go to a surgeon. Do the research for yourself. Research the ins and outs of each one of the surgeries, because my doctor explained to me about each surgery. The gastric bypass, the sleeve, the duodenal switch, and the lap band. He explained all those to me. He explained the outcomes of each one of them. He explained what I could expect after having each one of the surgeries. So I researched my surgery. I researched the surgery before I even went to him, but I did more research after I saw him. Research your surgeon. Make sure that your surgeon is going to give you the surgery that you want to have. Make sure that your surgeon is going to take care of you after you have your surgery. Make sure that if you have any kind of problems or any kind of questions after your surgery, make sure that he knows, or make sure that you're able to call his office and you're able to get a call back from somebody at that office who can tell you what's going on with you. Make sure you know all these things first before you have the surgery, because like I said, I've heard a lot of people say they have buyer's remorse afterward. Once you have had the surgery, that is too late to be having buyer's remorse. This is not something that you can go return and get your money back. So you need to research this first. And my only regret to having the surgery is that I did not do it sooner. That's my only regret. That is my only regret, that I did not do this sooner. But like I said, these are my experiences, no one else's. So I'm speaking for myself, no one else. So if you have any questions about what I said, if I had to say that I had any kind of regret from this surgery, it would be that I did not do it sooner. That would be my only regret, that I did not do it sooner. And just a little side regret, it's just it's very minute. Hair loss. Now, my hair has always been this short, so I could not tell. Well, so you could not tell, but I could tell. So that's not really a regret. It's sort of a con, I guess. If I had to put a con, that would be the con I was putting in, hair loss. But that's the only regret I have, is not doing it sooner. So if you have any questions, put them down in the comments. I will put my doctor, the place that I had my surgery, I'll put that down in the description box, because I had my surgery here in Houston, and my surgeon was from here in Houston. So I will put the surgery center down in the description box. If you have any questions about surgery, having surgery, what you're gonna expect from surgery, or anything like that, like I said, just put your questions down in the description box, and I will answer any questions that you have. And I want to thank you guys for watching. I need you to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you back in my next video. Bye.